Hey everybody, happy Tuesday and welcome to another edition of Training Tip Tuesday with me, Coach Coral from Team Babe Athletics. I hope everyone's week is off to a great start. A lot of us are starting to get back in the pool, back in the ocean, and this raises the question of what type of goggles should you be wearing? So a lot of people simply just bop over to the store, find a good pair that fits, head out, and that seems to do the trick for a little while. But as you start to become a more experienced swimmer, perhaps start to vary your location, you may want to consider investing in a couple different types of goggles. So what we're going to talk about today is a few different aspects of goggles that you might wish to consider and how to go about knowing which ones to use. So the couple different aspects that you would want to consider is, of course, fit. Are they going to fit your face well? Adjustability, usability, and then something that we're going to actually demonstrate here in a minute is the tint. So there's lots of different options out there as far as color, mirrors, polarization, etc. So here, besides finding one that's going to fit your face, that's pretty individual and a no-brainer. But let's talk about color here for a minute. So I am going to be showing you guys some goggles. These are from our local partner Stingray. They make great goggles, but many different lines of goggles provide a whole variety: Speedo, TYR, etc. So regardless of your preferred goggle, you should be able to get a variety of goggle options within the same model. So this is a pretty basic mirrored goggle. You can see this one doesn't necessarily have an adjustable nose piece, but the suction is very good. The peripheral vision is awesome. This is the Leo 2.0 model. And what I love about having a dark mirrored option is that it really keeps the, and this is speaking in an open water outdoor swimming environment, it keeps the reflection and any glare down to a minimum. And then having a darker lens also, of course, helps provide quite a bit of protection when you're swimming outdoors in high sun conditions. Okay, if you are swimming in outdoors in cloudier conditions or in low light, so think about, if you've got an early morning open water swim, you're swimming a little bit later in the day, also consider race conditions. You may be training in something like this, or when you get to race day, it might be 7 o'clock in the morning. So you may want to adapt which goggles you're using depending on the situation. So just be thinking about that when your race day starts to come back around. Okay, so this one it's also the Leo 2.0 goggle, but this is the rose lens. This actually just got released, but I've been swimming this quite a bit recently. I love it because typically when we're swimming in the early morning or later in the afternoon, it provides a much brighter vision. So, like when you don't have a lot of sun around, anything that you can do to brighten up your vision is quite helpful. So especially seeing changes in the terrain as I'm getting in, waves, etc. So it kind of just helps brighten everything up so you can see much better in low light or cloudy conditions. That's great. So what if you're swimming indoors? Clear goggles aren't necessarily quite as common. So if you don't have a clear goggle available to you, the next best thing that I would recommend is swimming with a blue goggle. And again, this just tends to brighten things up, but it works quite well with the sort of indoor yellow light that seems to be used quite often in natatoriums or indoor swimming pools. But again, just kind of helps brighten things up, gives you a really clear vision of the pool and your surroundings. So those are three typical variations of swim lenses. Also, a consideration if you need prescription goggles. This is a question I get occasionally. One of the best prescription goggle providers that I have personally heard of, I do not wear script goggles, just a side note, but I've heard that Roka does quite good prescription goggles if you are needing to do that. Yeah, so a couple other quick notes on Goggle Care. Okay, so the biggest, just don't do it, is never, please don't ever stick your thumbs or your fingers to try and wash out or like rub the inside of your goggles. So especially higher quality goggles like the Stingray brand, they come with a protective film on the inside that actually helps your goggles dismiss or what's the word I'm looking for? They come with a special film on the inside of the goggle lens that discourages fog from forming. So if you get in there with your thumbs or your oily skin, that basically destroys that film that comes and will actually last for quite a long time. So don't stick your fingers in your goggles. Instead, what you want to do is just stick them right on your face. If you need to rinse them out, use fresh water. Also do this after every swim to preserve the life of your goggles and just help, keep the salt from corroding them, etc. So just rinse them out if you need to like clear sand out of them with just some fresh, cool water. And then once you're done, again, just a nice quick rinse to get all the salt off and the sand off, and they should last you for quite a long time. The other thing that I would recommend is utilizing a case. So whenever you're done, you've rinsed them off, just pop them back in that case, close it up, and your goggles will be protected from things like scratches, dents, dings, and all that sort of thing. So hopefully this is helpful. If you guys have any other questions about goggles, choosing a great goggle for you, drop it in the comments, let us know. And if you haven't checked out, and again, this is not a paid ad promotion or anything, I'm always just such a huge advocate for sharing brands that are high quality but also budget friendly. So if you haven't tried, these are the Leo 2.0 goggles from Stingray. They've got a nice peripheral vision. And then they also just released, the Manta, which is a little bit rounder. And I think they're also dropping another goggle line that's a little bit more low profile here in the very near future. So I'll also pop the link below to the Stingray line of goggles. Awesome company. And they also promote ocean conservation. So if you're looking for some, that's a great place to start. Prescription goggles, again, check out Roka. Let's see, as far as awesome announcements from the team, huge congratulations to Babe athlete Jen Gottschalk. She completed her DIY 70.3 out at Fort DeSoto here in the Tampa Bay area on Sunday? It was on Sunday, excuse me. So 1.2 mile swim, 56 mile bike, and a blisteringly hot 13.1 mile run. She had been prepping for Muncie 70.3, as many of our friends also had been preparing for. And of course, like many of the races, it unfortunately was canceled with about a week to go. And I love the Babe mentality that athletes like Jen bring to the table when things aren't necessarily lining up like you anticipate they will. That's where that creativity, that flexibility, that determination, and that willpower just comes in, takes over and said, okay, let's problem solve, and what can we do? So Jen rallied a bunch of her amazing support crew, friends, family, and we had a great day out at Fort DeSoto, a bunch of aid stations, water support, cheering team, finish line, the whole nine. Shout out to one of our other athletes, Chelsea Peterson, who showed up with leis and flowers and a trophy and just really made it a spectacular celebration of all of the hard work that Jen has put in over these past many months. So Jen, again, congratulations. Also shout out to our babes who are doing the Babe Base Builder this month. We're going to be rolling all of that awesome foundational fitness into an 18-20 week race-specific preparation group training starting on August 3rd. So if you're interested in getting some race-specific fitness, changing up your routine a little bit, we will be culminating that group training either in Challenge Daytona half or sprint triathlon on December 6th-ish, but we'll also have a virtual race option with a lot of really cool swag and support along the way. So if you're looking for something to basically put the finishing points on your season, please consider joining us. It's a great value, but most importantly, it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of learning, and a lot of great teamwork the whole way through. So I think that's about it for today. If you're in the Tampa Clearwater area, please don't forget to come join us at Sand Key this afternoon for our Tuesday evening swim. It's free and open to everyone, regardless of your ability, your affiliation, well, guys and gals are both welcome. So everybody is welcome to come out. So please come join us. If you're new, please say hello before you hop in the water, just so we can give you the ropes and let you know what's shaking. Probably is going to be a little bit bumpy with our westerly wind flow like we've had the past few weeks. So do prepare for some waves. But it's going to be a lot of fun. And again, if you can swim in choppy conditions, you're ready for anything come race day. So with that, have an amazing Tuesday. Have a great rest of your week. And again, if you guys are thinking of anything that you have questions about that you'd like to see us do a training chat about, please let us know, or just simply send me a Facebook message, text, however, carrier pigeon, we get them all. So have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.